This is WKKW Studios. It is 9:06 p.m. Coming up next, Love Pandemic. Welcome to Love Pandemic with your host, Liam Von Friedman.
Yeah, that's right, everybody. Tonight's the night to get loose, to get lovely, to sit back, to perch up, and get ready for Love Pandemic.
All those questions, those burning, itching questions that you want to scratch. Will you just pick up your phone, you dial right in, and we'll scratch it. We'll scratch yours if you scratch ours.
Yeah.
On Love Pandemic.
We're looking to dig deep. Get in there and give us your best call. We are live on WKKW. This is Love Pandemic. That's right. It's an outbreak.
It's a crazy world out there. And you know what? It's a crazier world in here. And we're gonna take the lid off this can of worms and we're gonna shake it. We're gonna shake it. Oh, we're gonna shake it here on Love Pandemic.
It's a viral outbreak. A love pandemic. That's right. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, here on Love Pandemic. I am, as always, your host, Mr. Liam Von Friedman, and joined with me in the studio today is the most amazing producer in the biz. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, you all love him, Mr. Carl Voss.
Oh, Liam, that's very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. It's my pleasure to be here, as it always is, to serve you, Liam.
So full of pleasure, and I'll tell you what, how are things with the missus, Carl?
You know what? Things have been pretty hot and heavy ever since this pandemic started. And I tell you what, it's brought us closer than we've ever been.
I imagine so, yeah.
There's nowhere to go but the house, and we live in a one-bedroom tiny apartment, and the biggest room in the house is, guess what? It's the bedroom.
Oh, I bet it is. I bet there's some bangs and bruises on that wall. If those walls could talk, right?
Oh, they can. We actually installed like an intercom
Oh, yes,
system.
sexy.
It's for certain special occasions.
I understand. You like the narration. That's pretty cool. That's a cool, interesting little side kink, if you will. Not kink, really, right? There's nothing wrong with expressing your most animalistic desires. That's what Love Pandemic is all about. All you freaks out there, all you crazies, getting down with your lovers. I tell you what, things have been going pretty good with my lover. Earlier today, I sent a text that said, "Oh, you were like that one last piece of shrimp in my jambalaya that I just can't quite poke with the fork." She always gets away.
Oh, it squirms away.
She just texts me back, "This is harassment." She's so playful.
Yeah, you know, Liam, she contacted me about that as well.
Oh, really? Did she say something about the lawyers?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. She said that she was serious this time.
She really, really loves to play it up. What a vixen. Oh, I hope you all out there are having good relationships with your loved ones over this pandemic. And we're going to open up the lines here pretty soon because we are live. But first, we have a very special caller. We have Fran Ferguson. She is a furry facilitator. We are going to dial her up here in just a moment, and she's going to answer some questions with my good friend. And I just tell you what, you light me up. You light me up, Carl.
Liam, if I were not a straight man, I tell you what. All right, we've got Fran on the line here. Let's make sure she's coming through. Fran, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Fran Ferguson, welcome to Love Pandemic.
Hi, I'm happy to be here.
Hi, Fran. It's our pleasure to have you on the show. What you're doing is just amazing work. I was over at your website earlier today at fluffandstuff.org.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, the snuggle parties, wow, look amazing. The photos were so real. So many people also in Boner Pants, which is our proud sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't mean to just plug that in there, but the people at Boner Pants will be proud if you check it out. FlyingSquidComedy.com/boner.
They actually pay us to do that, so
They
we
do.
have to.
Yeah, we have to. But no, those pictures are just incredible. Tell us a little bit about the snuggle parties you have with your furry friends.
Oh, yeah. Well, the snuggle parties, so, we feel in the furry community, we feel that people tend to focus a little too much on the intercourse these days, and we really want people to get back to what really brings us together, and that's like the snuggling and the sensation you get from feeling something soft and fluffy, So the snuggle parties are just all about snuggling. If you want to take it further, you can. It's just make sure that everybody's on board with that. But it's also very safe during this pandemic to have the snuggle parties because you've got all this fur between you and the other person, as you do have your suit on for whatever kind of animal you or character that resonates with you.
Wow, yeah. I didn't even think about that. An Elmo suit and a mask, and you should be fine. And everyone has their own love language. I know what Carl's is, but it sounds like the people over there that you work with in the furry facilitation realm, that family, that theirs is really, really touch, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did you have to say? I didn't hear the last part of that.
Oh, I was just talking about love languages and how I imagine the furry community is a very friendly, very touchy, feely community, and one that really, really appreciates the sense of touch.
Oh, absolutely. And we don't want to make anybody feel, pressured or uncomfortable, but I think the atmosphere that we all bring together is very welcoming, and there's no judgments allowed. We don't allow anybody to come in and make it a joke or make fun of anybody. It's a real serious sense of exploration, and we're not going to tolerate anybody coming in teasing anybody else. It's very welcoming. Once you come, you're part of the family for life. A lot of people have found their forever partners at our snuggle parties, and I'm very proud of that.
Their BFF, their best furry friend. Yes.
Now, Fran, you say that you guys are totally accepting, no judging, right? Do you guys accept sexual offenders?
We do. They do
great.
have to sign a waiver that basically lets them know that they have to, make sure that there's consent and everything from the rest of the group. And they also have to basically, I'm sure they allow this because you can't really, it's public knowledge when you're a sex offender.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is at the snuggle parties, we let people know that because you kind of submit a profile before the party, so you can kind of get a feel of who's going to be there, who you're going to be snuggling with. And we have to let them know that they are a sex offender. And most people are fine with it because some of those charges are pretty, I know people get labeled as sex offenders, and sometimes it's not that serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, all the information is public on furryfriendfinder.org.
Yeah.
So there's that also as a resource. So if you're going to your first furry festival, then you want to check that database and just kind of see what's out there. It's kind of like when you go to Baskin Robbins and you get a little taste of that rocky road. When you get a little sample of that birthday cake ice cream, and then you get a little lick of that cookie dough, double cookie cream dough. It's like that. You sample, you try before you buy, and then you decide whether it's right for you or not, right?
You're making me really want some ice cream now.
I tell you what.
Why?
So, Fran, let me ask you one question, and I've heard a lot of scuttlebutt about this. Do any celebrities ever come to your snuggle parties at the furry
Oh,
castle?
absolutely. We've had many celebrities. I'm not sure if they're open about me sharing, but
Is Mel Gibson one of
definitely
them?
there have been some celebrities, and you'd be quite surprised to hear some of the people we've had there. I try, but again, I don't judge them when they call me. I just say, wow, I just wouldn't have thought they were into something like that, especially those celebrities that sort of come on out into the open and speak their judgments against other people, musical artists that come out and speak out against other musical art. I mean, they're sort of come off as being really judgmental, and at first, I'm hesitant because I'm like, you can't come in here and bring any negativity. This is a very positive, soft, furry environment, but they always tend to follow the rules, and it is surprising. I mean, some of them have come in and been pretty high on cocaine before. I've definitely had to escort out some celebrities before. They came in and they just were wound up. They were too much for the Snuggle Fest. It wasn't that kind of a thing.
What animal were they when they were high on cocaine?
Many times they would be dressed either as a parrot. I saw a lot of parrots, and a fox was very popular. And they would just one time, I don't, like I said, I don't think I can disclose their name, but they just came in and they just kept screaming, "What does the fox say?" And they were really thrusting their hips onto the other people at the Snuggle Fest, and I just had to ask them to leave. That was just too much.
Was it?
Just too much.
Was it Mel Gibson?
No, it wasn't Mel Gibson.
Shot in the
It
dark.
was. Guess again.
Yeah. That's the only celebrity that I would want to meet at a snuggle party.
Oh.
He just looks so soft.
He's very furry himself.
Yeah. Very,
even without a suit.
very hairy man. I'm very
Almost wouldn't have to wear a furry suit, would he?
exactly.
No.
Yeah, I'm a very straight man, happily married, very happily married. But if I were not, Mel Gibson would be up on the list. I don't care about all that racism stuff and the anger issues. To me, that just makes him kind of edgier and more mysterious, especially when he's high on cocaine, dressed like a parrot.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind him coming to the parties. I mean, I'm a huge fan, but these celebrities, when they come, it almost seems like they've got this sense of shame and embarrassment for being part of the furry community, and they're so intent on me not sharing that they have been there. And I really wish they would just embrace it and be open with it, because it's nothing to be ashamed of.
No. Like we say, this is our motto on the show. Let your freak flag fly. And we're gonna make that a little bit different for you. Let your furry freak flag fly. And that is what acceptance and love is all about. That's why it's a pandemic across this land. That's why it's a viral outbreak, ladies and gentlemen, because it is all about acceptance and just being the peacock that you are. Get your strut on, right? I mean, that's what it's all about, right, Carl? I think.
Stroke your peacock.
Well, yeah. Well, we really appreciate you being on the show tonight, Fran. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to call in and chat with us for a minute.
Oh, absolutely. I hope I see you guys at a Snuggle Fest sometime. I'll get you in for free. You just let me know, okay?
We,
Oh,
we
absolutely.
appreciate that very much.
Be sure to,
Absolutely. You guys
be sure to stay in touch.
have a great night, okay?
Thanks,
oh, what's
Fran.
that?
Stay in touch with us, okay? We'll be in touch. We
right.
will.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Take care now.
Thank you so much.
Ta-ta.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fran Ferguson, the Furry Facilitator at fluffandstuff.org. You can hit her up at fran@fluffandstuff.org if you'd like. And be sure to follow us on WKKW. Proud word from our lovely sponsor, Boner Pants. These pants will make you feel like Long John Silver. They certainly will. And we do have a caller coming in, so we're going to see if we can't pick up this call real quick.
Caller, you're on Love Pandemic.
Hi. Is this my love pandemic?
This is Love Pandemic.
Who are we speaking to?
This is Roger.
Oh, Roger, you sound kind of aroused. Am I accurate?
No, I am very aroused. Can I talk about that? Is that fine?
This is a safe space. Let your freak flag fly.
Okay, all right. Well, this won't be too far out, right? It won't be like way too far out, right?
No, nothing is.
Hey, are you furry,
Okay.
sir? Tell us a little bit about yourself. What are you wearing?
Okay. Well, I'm Roger. I work at the morgue,
Wow.
I see.
and it's sad because. Can I tell you why? Can I tell the reason? It is because people haven't stopped dying. Actually, more of them are doing that. And I still love a certain celebrity figure.
Go on.
Go on. You're doing great.
Is it
not a
Mel? Is it
female.
Mel Gibson?
I have a wife. No, it's not Mel Gibson, but it's not far. It's not far. Okay. You might have seen him in this and that. He
Is it
was
Russell
in a
Crowe?
movie with a lot of drugs.
Jason
big deal.
Statham.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
No,
Rodney
close.
Dangerfield.
Very close still. Close to Mel and Leo.
Huh.
But
Tom Hanks.
This one was with the Green Plant. He was also in a movie about getting somebody pregnant and trying to figure out what to do.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah.
Who is it?
I'll keep going. I have more. I have
Oh,
many
no.
clues.
We're not here to guess. We're here to answer your questions. We're not here to guess at questions ourselves. Well, how can we help you tonight, caller? We'd love to get you all fixed
All right,
up
well,
during this love
I'll
pandemic.
just jump to the point. His name is Seth Rogen. And fuck, does he look good when he hits that bong. Oh. Can you imagine what else it would be if it wasn't that bong and if he was just sucking with his mouth and not putting his mouth around the tip of it? Can you imagine?
I guess theoretically,
Mm-hmm.
I could have.
So,
I'm being forced to actually right now. Imagine
right.
that.
So imagine me. You don't know what I look like, but I have a vertically and horizontally striped flannel T-shirt on. Okay,
Okay. Sounds like a flannel T-shirt.
and socks,
Go on.
and that's all.
Okay.
Other than that, I have a White Sox hat on, and 4 of my lip rings are in. The rest of them are out. I didn't have room for more, but I want him to ask me on a date with his cute voice. One of
see.
the best ones.
So you're stalking a celebrity caller? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I'm not stalking. Is this the wrong number to call?
He's wishing. He's hoping. No,
I'm wishing.
No.
It's called a fantasy.
This isn't the.
Gosh.
This is the right number for dreamers and hopers, and freaks.
Um,
It's okay. Like
I'm dreaming and I'm hoping and I'm touching myself theoretically. Okay?
Well, I mean, none of that's off base here, but I don't know how we could help you to get in contact with someone like Seth. You know,
Okay.
I've run into
I
him a
saw
couple of times,
a
but
movie.
it would be very
I saw a
odd
movie
if I
where
called
he
him.
listed his phone number. Tell me what that phone number is, and I will never talk
afraid.
to you again.
I'm afraid
ever.
I can't share that information,
Yeah,
caller.
I think this might be the end of the road
Yeah,
here
I'm
for
sorry there.
how much we can help you.
We really appreciate you calling into the show and being a big fan and buying all that merchandise, but we're gonna have to ask you to go and buy some more boner pants at www.flyingsquidcomedy.com/boner. Thank you, caller, for calling in. We really appreciate it. Glad we could help you facilitate that issue.
Good luck, Roger.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, you know, we all have fantasies, and there's nothing wrong with that. But asking someone to hook you up with someone on a name drop on the radio, there's not a lot I can do. Seth wouldn't be very happy with me if he found out that I had played matchmaker on the air. So our lines are open, 575-322-8733. Looks like we've got a caller on the line now, on the hotline.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Oh, Wade, is that you?
Is it Wade Wexler?
Yeah, it's Wade here.
Hey,
Oh,
Wade.
Wade Wexler.
Hey, fellas, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. How are you, Wade?
Doing well.
Have you been cleaning up online dating the past couple weeks?
Well, it's been a bit slow lately, so I guess it's kind of been falling off a bit.
Wow. I knew you were the king of profiles. You know, just absolutely just getting all the friend requests there. Such a pleasure.
I just want to thank my nana for that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it about that sort of grandmother-grandson connection that really gives you that kind of power with the opposite sex?
I think my nana, she always would just shoot straight with me. I think she just she just would always just is that the girl you want? Just go after her. Just tell her how much you want to smear on her breasts and such like that.
That's incredibly graphic. That's what Grandma taught you?
Nana.
Nana. I'm
She's
sorry.
Rated R.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. Rated R Nana.
Mhm.
Wow. That's amazing. Wow. I'm a little taken aback, to be honest with you, but you know what? It actually doesn't surprise me to think about who you are and what your reality must be, you know, just walking through the world and accepting life the way it is. I mean, when's the last time you, and this might be a little bit personal, but when was the last time you gave yourself that kind of attention, Wade, where you were alone and you decided that you needed to, give yourself a little bit of a satisfactory session?
Oh, with me Winky, with Mr. Winky.
Yes, like you call it in all your films. Yes, Mr. Winky. Of course.
Well, since I've actually had a few days off. I just I try to use that time wisely. If you catch what I'm lying down.
I certainly do.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
think-
speaking, I mean, maybe I don't know, about maybe 5 minutes before I called in, actually.
Wow. Well, thank you for being so candid about that. I just wonder about those types of things. I haven't had to stoop to the sort of level of satisfying myself in a long time, but I also haven't thought about it in the way of, really just being intimate with me, and that's kind of the difference between really self-actualization, I think, and, just absolute neediness. Would you agree, Wade?
For yourself.
I just wonder what mountain that you've been able to climb to get over that.
For self-actualization.
Yes.
Self-sexualization,
Self-sexualization.
if you will.
I guess I was watching a commercial a couple of weeks ago, and it said something about letting your freak flag fly high. I think something of that nature. And I ran into a gift shop. I was just walking around, just trying to get my head right, and I saw it. I saw it in the gift shop, and I went and purchased it, and I just decided to just let that freak flag fly high.
Wow.
Now, Wade, when you're pleasuring yourself, do you ever watch your own films while you're doing it?
Absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely.
I mean,
I heard
yeah,
oh, sorry,
that's
go.
I mean,
Um,
does that ever feel weird? Kind of like egotistical or narcissistic, or does it just feel downright validating?
it feels pretty good, actually. It's it's not all shits and giggles, Like sometimes I think when I'm watching it, and I might get off because I'm just like, man, look at that fantastic lighting.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm right there with you. Right there with you.
I mean, it's the little things. It's the little things in life. We might
Yeah,
have shot a scene, and it was a beautiful autumn day, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Wow. That is profound, Wade. Now, if you had
Thank you, Lee.
one piece of advice to pass on to the listener, I know you're a busy man. We don't want to take up too much of your time, but if you had one piece of advice to put out to the listener, what do you think that'd be?
I would definitely say, I think Liam may have said this, but I quote that: just let that freak flag fly high. You
Wow.
grab it.
I'm
You hold on
honored.
tight.
I'm honored to hear. I love that quote very much. I learned it a long time ago from a swinging hippie at a party at the grotto. It was
Nice.
it was a night that truly changed my life and the way that I view other human beings. No longer as property,
Right.
but as pleasurable pieces of just absolute.
Human furniture. That's
Yeah.
kind of how I like to think about it.
Wow, interesting, Carl.
I don't really own much furniture, but I do use furniture.
You sure? That sounds like an amazing art show.
Yeah.
Human furniture.
Mm.
Or maybe like a satanic ritual. I don't know.
Well,
I'm not really
depending
sure.
on your preferences.
Well, Wade, thank you so much for calling in on your busy schedule.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
always
thank you,
happy
boys.
when you pop through or call in. We hope to see you again soon, and good luck with all your endeavors. Stay safe out there.
Thank you for listening. My mates, call back soon.
Bye bye.
Wow, Wade Wexler. Amazing to hear from him. Always a pleasure.
That guy.
He
that
needs
guy's
no-
incredible.
He needs no outro.
No outro, no intro, no middle tro. Wow, that guy's what a filmmaker. Like I've never seen anything like it before or since. All right, we've got another caller here. Caller, you are on the air.
Hello?
Hello, welcome to Love Pandemic.
Oh. Hello, thank you for having me.
You are welcome, caller. Thank you for calling in. We are open for your dating questions. What would you like to learn about in the world of this crazy apocalypse? Here we are dating, trying to figure it out. How do you navigate this moment in history? It's an historic time, truly. So that's why we're here, because we're doing really, really well actually with it. So what can we help you with, caller?
Yeah, my quick question that I have, which is directly related to social distancing, is
Directly related to what? I'm sorry. Social distancing, you said?
social distancing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that during this time, I haven't been able to see my significant other. And that person that I'm talking about is actually my city's public transportation. I'm in love with my city's public transportation, and I haven't been able to see them, and I'm just wondering what advice you have for maybe backup plans.
What city do you live in, caller?
You know, I travel around, and that's why it's hard. It's because I can't, you know, any transportation. I'm sort of away from right now. Right now, I'm right outside of Nebraska. And so there's not a lot of great public transportation.
Yeah, well,
but
you
there
are
are a
distant.
few buses.
You like playing hard to get, don't you, caller?
No, in fact, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. If I see, you know, you show me a well-maintained, clean subway system, I'm all yours. Or like a metro, a rent-a-share bike program.
What is it?
You know,
Is it the germs that is so alluring to you? Were you in Miami for spring break? How old are you?
No, I'm outside of Nebraska.
Okay, well, you said you traveled a lot, so I just wanted to see where you've been.
I was in Miami for spring break, and because I ignored the rules.
Sure.
And then I got infected, so now I'm in Nebraska.
Oh, is that where everybody who gets infected goes?
Well, that's where I went. That was like, because, you know, when you go on spring break, you need a cool down period.
Okay, so you go to Nebraska, where it's flat and cold and snowy.
Exactly. That's my cool down period, and then I pop back up, and then I go on another, and then I go on an early summer trip. You feel me?
Wow, that is amazing. Well, it's an interesting way to sort of navigate our trying times, caller. Honestly, and some would call it you're a little irresponsible. What do you have to say for that?
Yeah, you got me figured out. I'm incredibly irresponsible.
Well, regarding your crush on the public bus system,
I miss it. I miss the bus so much.
Public transportation is a very unique thing to be attracted to. I don't know that I've ever spoken with anyone who had this particular affliction, if you will.
What? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold my phone.
I've heard about this.
Are you telling me that no one else is attracted to buses?
Well, the thing is, you know, there are some people who are attracted to objects. It's I forget the term, objectum sexuality or something like that. I'm no psychologist, but it's not unusual. Sometimes when I get on a big Boeing 747, I get a little bit perturbed in all the right places, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
So any moving machinery, I understand immediately how sexual that could be.
Yeah, you know, because I'm in Nebraska, like I said, and there are a ton of like tractors out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say the farming equipment out there must be pretty choice.
It's top notch. It's, I mean, the best in the world. You wouldn't believe it. I like, we are sitting on a gold mine here, people. I'm losing my mind.
Wow.
Now, caller, I got a question for you. If you're in the city, do you take the L or do you take the subway?
Oh. That, I mean, well, how much time do I have on this program? We're opening a can of worms here.
I mean, let's, just not too much longer, but
well, just long enough to indulge your mechanophilia, caller.
Oh yeah, oh man, I knew there was a technical term for it.
I had to look it up on Wikipedia. But, yeah.
Let's see. I'm in the city. What month is it?
It's April.
It's April.
No, I mean like theoretically. I know what month it is now.
April
but, like,
is what I want it. I want it right now. Yeah, let's dive in. I wanna hear this.
I'm taking the subway.
Oh,
Taking the subway.
why? Is it that you're
But,
going
like,
underground?
I think he likes it. Yeah, that way.
Like a subterranean
Yeah, underneath.
exploration.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, caller. Like we said earlier, let your freak flag fly. I think we've solved your problem. Amazingly, one more win here at Love Pandemic. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. I feel cured.
That's great. Thank you, caller. We're just solving problems left and right. Liam, I really feel like we're doing the Lord's work here.
I want to say so. And you know what? We must be doing so well that we have another caller on the line. Caller, coming in here.
Caller, you're on Love Pandemic.
Hello?
Hello, caller. You are on the air live.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Listen, Fran's a friend of mine, and he's telling a story. Actually, I want to set the record straight.
Oh, wow. Oh, my
Fine,
gosh.
too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Walken.
You know names. Yeah, that's what they call it.
I'm
Fluff
sorry.
and
I'm
stuff.
sorry.
I'm the stuff. You understand?
Thank you so... Yes, I do understand. Yes, sir.
Fran on because the story's not accurate. I want to tell you guys the real thing that happened that day, night, and day, and night.
Yes, go ahead and tell us what happened.
Well, you got to ask me, guy. You can't just expect me to tell you,
Mr. Walken, sir, thank you so much for calling
No
in.
names. They call me the... Well, I can't tell
The
you.
wolf.
They call me the
fox.
stuffer. I'm the
The
stuffer.
fox. It is the fox.
Are you the fox?
Are you the fox? puppet?
Walken?
You can be whatever you need, guy. What do you want? Me.
We just want to understand what's really going on at the snuggle parties. You know, Fran's an old
is
friend.
all about connection.
Yeah.
You don't talk, which is hard for me, but good. Fran's got a thing going on. She's a cuddler.
She's a cuddler, he says.
She is. That's why they call her the F3.
The F3. Wow. Tell me about
Welcome Fran in Ferguson is the thing she does the most.
Wow. That's pretty special. That's pretty special, caller. Now,
Just to set the record straight, it wasn't cocaine. It was actually K. You understand?
ketamine. Is that...
Well, we call it that. Everything's in a small initial things at the party because nobody wants to know who you are.
Can I ask you a question, caller?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Is there any dancing at the snuggle parties?
No, if you put on Moby, I might do a step or two.
Wow.
Why, you dance, guy? You been there? Fella, I'll take you under my wing. You know what I mean?
I would absolutely love that. I've been practicing a lot of ballroom, disco. I've been working on my dancing pretty much 7 days a week now that we've been, locked in our homes. I mean, 1-2 step, that 1-2 step. I just want to move. I just want to feel the freedom of flow, I want to feel like I'm at one of Fran's Furry festivals and just let my freak flag just flop around and be all, flowing in the wind, Tell us about who else might be at one of these
Hold on,
parties.
don't talk. I'm doing something while you're doing it. Keep talking to me. I love your voice. Go.
I just want to...
All right, stop. You're done. It's
Oh.
my turn. I'm sorry. I'm finished. It's
Sure.
okay. Come to the party. It's me. I'll put you under my wings. I have two of them. 2 wings, 1 guy. And I'm called Guys.
One man, 2 wings. You are an
I want you
angel.
to think about 2 wings on you, guy, in my nest. You understand?
I do. I think I. No,
I'll
I
hold
don't.
you like a little baddie, and I'll feed you from a mouth like you should be. You understand, guy? Me, your mom, your dad, everything, your family, your cousins. That's the stuff in the fluff and stuff. You understand?
Wow. That sounds full. Like the whole
When
picture.
Fran gets back on, tell her, number 1, I miss her. Number 2, I'd like to get back into the parties because I'm the stuff guy. I'm the one that got, no, I'm not.
It's like peanut butter and jelly, fluff and stuff.
Yeah, do they frown upon you getting into the stuff?
I think the stuff. I like your voice better, guy. Do me a favor. Read something from the Wall Street Journal in the investment section. That would get me going.
The Dow Jones has dropped 15%.
Stop right there. I'm done. Good for you. I like it.
Wow.
Well,
Silence is golden. I'm sweeping up things as we talk.
oh yes,
Get
of
my
course.
assistant over here to do my thing.
No, I think
Come
we're
on,
all
guy.
a little.
Do your job. Sorry.
I think we're all a
Private
little.
room.
We're all a little in
Well,
shock.
starstruck, I would say.
I'm a little taken aback. I'm just. Yeah. So forgive us here at the studio. We're.
Just a real person like you guys. And thing about it is this: we all men. We all have to do things at a time, and now's the time to do your thing. So do it. Do your thing.
Wow.
Hey, do your thing. Make it your stuff. Don't be the fluff. Come to the party and be the stuff. You understand?
The stuff, yeah. Wow, that makes so much sense. Mr. Walken, I mean, caller, anonymous caller. While we have you on the line, I'm just curious. We have questions that are written into us every single week from our listeners. And we try to go through at least a few of those every episode. Would you be interested in, please, with the grace of your time, hang around for just a couple of minutes and answer a couple of these questions with us?
You're talking about now? Because it's so, I think, hang on one second. I think I'm good for about 2 to 5 minutes. Yeah, good. Go ahead, go for it.
Okay, well, someone writes in and says, women in college or recently out of college, how would you feel if a guy from campus you had been friendly with but did not know well or for a long time DM'd you? That is a question from You Friendly Tale.
Was that a guy sending in the question, or was it a girl? I'm confused. I'm sorry.
It's a guy. He's very insecure.
So you're talking about him being DM'd in college or outside of college?
It sounds like he is trying to DM a lady who is his crush and is asking females how it would be since he knows who she is.
Got it. Yeah.
It's not clear that they have a real relationship yet.
Well, I mean, look, I come from a generation of movies. You guys watch. You see my steps. You know my moves. You know what I do. What the hell is a DM? Is it a dance move? Because I can dance move all day long for you guys today, if you like.
I think it's a direct message cutting through all that fluff, trying to get into the stuff, if you know what I mean.
Into the stuff. See, talk to me more. I love your voice. You're fine with me. Go ahead. Go, caller. You're fine. You're good.
Well,
The other guy. I want to hear the other guy's voice.
Well, hey, I'm just the host of the show. I'm just trying to keep things moving. We're just honored to have you on, and I wanted to get to another question or two, just while we have you. Okay. What is the best place?
I have an answer for the first question. Sorry. Direct messenger, don't hold back. What do you got to lose? You know, if you don't take steps, you don't look like you're dancing. That's my thing.
I couldn't have said it any better myself. 100% agree with you.
Well, you inspired me, guy. You know you're a good fellow.
Thank you. Thank you so much, anonymous caller. Our next question, and we'll let you go after this. What is the
You can
best?
jog and do 5 or 10 more, but I'm probably good for this one, and that's about it.
Okay, well, I know you. I'm sure you could do them all night, but we don't want to. We don't want to keep you, sir, and we just appreciate you calling in tonight. What is
I love
the?
you guys. I watch you. I listen every night. You know, you're my friend. I feel like I know you. So go.
A friend writes in, "You there, goat man?" And he asks, "What is the best place to find a date that isn't a dating site or a farm?"
Seriously, that's an easy one. You know, I walk through Whole Foods and I go to the frozen food section, the gluten free. They have a protection against them. You know, the women look, the bread is gluten free. They have standards that are lower than the most who just buy whatever. You understand? Frozen food section, Whole Foods, gluten free.
There you have it, folks. I mean, it's amazing to hear it from your beautifully anonymous lips. Thank you so much for calling in, caller, and we do appreciate you listening to the show.
I appreciate you guys, and during this whole thing, professionally, from one to another, you guys are the best. Do me a favor, ask Fran to get on. I need to be accepted back in the group, and that's why I called in the first place. She needs the stuff for the fluff. I hope to see you at a party.
Hey, we'll see you at that next little mixer out there in the hills.
Yes, you will.
All
I
right.
got 2 wings for you, guy.
Hey, you sure do. Wow, what an angel. Thank you so much. Wow. Well, we're not going to say who that was or beat our chests about it, but we do have a lot of amazing listeners out there, and we appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys have a nice drink. I hope you are drawing a bath here to listen to myself and Carl coming through the airwaves for you. We're so happy to have you as an audience. You're just absolutely amazing. Do we have another caller, Carl?
Oh, the thing is, we had, when you're like, oh, yes, we do. I was going to come up with a really brilliant metaphor to describe when two people kind of collide and they can't get past each other in a skinny, narrow hallway. But, caller, you are on Love Pandemic.
Hey, this is Vernon Bilby.
Vernon, well, welcome to the show.
Hey, I was calling from Quinlan, Texas, out here in East Texas, God's country.
Wow, it certainly is.
God bless America, caller. How can we help you tonight on Love Pandemic?
Well, I know y'all are professionals, right?
That's right.
Well, see, about 20 years ago, I was down in Mexico, and I met this girl, Lupita, at a brothel, right outside Tijuana.
That means little dog.
About 4 miles south of Boys Town. I rescued her.
Mm-hmm.
You rescued Lupita from Mexico?
Yeah,
You brought her back?
I brought her back home.
Wow.
I mean, it's kind of a rescue. I mean, I tied her up, but she ended up liking it here.
You arrested her or rescued her?
I'd choose whether not to say.
So,
But basically rescue. Right, her life's better now. Either way.
okay.
So she's missing a leg and a couple fingers, right?
But this was before or after you rescued her, caller?
This is before.
Oh,
Yeah, I ain't.
Okay.
Okay. I just gotta check because we've got a number that we call when people call in with crazy stories like that.
It's
Well,
called 911.
What I'm getting at is I found her cheating with my best friend's horse behind the barn over there at behind Jesse's property down there off 125. And I don't really know how to handle it because she seems to be rather happy with this horse fella.
Well, I'll tell you what. I read this book one time. It was called Gulliver's Travels. Other than it being incredibly boring, at the end of the book, he comes upon this utopian society that's completely ran by horses. And he doesn't want to leave, but they make him. And it's the ultimate heartache, it's the ultimate struggle. It's the ultimate romance novel. at the end, but the middle is super boring. But anyway, that's not even the point. But my point is,
You're kind of boring shit out of me because I don't really read books.
well, they're not for everyone. And when I say that, I really mean it. The less people that can read, the more of a head start I'm gonna have. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
I don't believe in
Well,
getting
look,
better.
I just don't know how to please her anymore because she done set up a TV in the corral. I'm pretty sure she stole my Netflix password.
Oh boy.
And she's been feeding them oats out of my pantry.
Damn. Vernon, I sympathize with you.
He ain't even a good-looking horse.
Now,
He got one tooth left.
I bet he's got a very long
And the other
face.
horses won't even have nothing to do with him. And I'm just wondering what's Lupita seeing this feller.
Oh man.
and Vernon, it's harder.
He got
to,
hepatitis.
it's harder to kill a horse in this country than it is to kill a man. That's why I'm going to recommend that you don't put down the horse. If there weren't such stringent legal ramifications, I would say you have every right, certainly in the state of Texas, to kill that horse. But here's what I'm going to suggest instead.
Well, see, none of his legs are broken, so I can't do it legally.
Exactly.
Him having one tooth ain't really enough cause.
Well, unless you break
he looks
one.
amazing, like somebody just scalped a couple Barbies and glued it on the back of his neck.
Now, my understanding of training wild horses is that here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to get a long, thin string, maybe about 12 feet long. You're going to want to go out in that pasture with that horse.
Like a twine from the hardware store? Or
yeah,
something
like a clothesline. Something with a little bit of girth, but not too much, like that horse. So you're going to want to go out into the pasture, and you're going to want to take the string, and you're going to want to look the horse dead in the eye. And then you're going to turn around, right? And then you're going to turn back around, and you're going to whip him really gently, really, really gently with the string. And then when he turns back around, you turn around like you weren't there. And he's going to be thinking, was that him? Did you tap me? Did you want my attention? And
this feller is a little sensual, and I'm afraid he might like it. And if he starts to mount up on me, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do.
there's nothing.
I goddamn enjoy myself.
Lord knows there's nothing you can do. Then.
Then I'm caught in a damn love triangle with some fucking livestock in a goddamn runaway from Mexico, one leg.
You know what I think, caller? I think your own insecurity in this situation is holding you back. I think what you need to do is get right in there with Lupita and that stallion and just give it everything you've got. Just embrace the reality that the world has put before you. Accept it for what it is and just jump into it like it was a puddle of mud right on the ground that you couldn't resist. It smelled like sausage.
It wouldn't really be a puddle of mud. He's got loose bowels, too, so it'd be more like a puddle of something else.
That's just more to play with.
Having that hep B and all, that seems like a dangerous thing. I'm just wondering, should I just tie her back up and take her back down there?
No. That's, I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But,
So don't tie her up, but I could still put her in the trunk. I could get across the border.
Yeah, I don't,
kind of like one of them reverse coyotes.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to get across the border to Mexico than it is to get back in the U.S. I'll say that.
That's true. I won't deny that.
We're just going to leave it
I'm
at
a
that.
goddamn red-blooded white American male. I ain't going to have no goddamn trouble getting across that border.
Well, I tell you what, caller, we're going to wish you the best of luck with that whole endeavor. Thanks so much for calling in. We really appreciate it. We just have the best callers ever, and, we're glad that we have a P.O. box.
Not an address.
Not a physical address.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Well, that was amazing.
Love in Texas.
Wow.
It's,
Texas is a
everything's
special place.
bigger in Texas.
Well, everything's bigger and stranger and
hairier.
Wow, and more forceful. It seems like a very aggressive, and also, I don't know. Do you think they're open-minded or?
I don't know. I wonder if Vernon. Now that I'm thinking, what would Fran do? You know, would she dress up like a horse and go out there to meet the horse halfway? I don't know.
I don't either.
But we've got another caller on the line here. Caller.
Hello, am I live? Hello.
Yes, caller.
Caller,
you are on the air.
Thank you so much for taking my call. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you. So I have a big question to ask you guys, and I don't want to get too personal about how this is, but I need to lay down some backstory. So I've been dating somebody for about 6-7 months now, and I wouldn't say that he's into necessarily kinky shit, but the first time that I was woken up to what his preferences are is that he has these mitts that are made out of wolf fur. So it's literally like a glove, like an oven mitt that is wolf fur. And he doesn't want me to touch him. He just wants to rub that over my body.
Wow.
Right?
Right.
Okay. And you know what? That's fine. That is something that I'm totally fine with and totally into. And that happened around, like I said, maybe month 2, month 3, that he started showing me what he was into. So now that we're around the 6-month mark, we were, it's quarantine. So what does everyone do during quarantine is, get intimate. And he just started calling out, Diane, Diane, Diane. And I was really into it for a second until I realized that my name is not Diane.
Oh, wow.
My name is Kay. His mom's name is Diane. And my question to you all is, I mean, I should totally marry this guy, right? Because he loves his mother.
Well, they say that you always marry your mother or your father, but you don't have sex with your mother or your father. You catch my drift? That's
what they all say. Yes, they do say that.
So I should marry him because I'm not his mother.
No, he needs to marry his mother, but he shouldn't be having intercourse with his mother. Like, you are his mother when he has intercourse with you.
Right. So then do you think, because he's really into those bear mitts, that I should just wear a bear suit?
Well, I mean, why not wear a bear suit anyway, right?
Sure. Get in there.
Brings out a little bit of ferociousness, at least in...
Or would you say, like, brings out the honey?
Yeah. It's the easiest way to get into the honey.
It's the sweet milk. It's the oil. It's the honey. It's the things that drip. It's what you want to be covered in. That's the type of thing that you want to experience and explore. And that's why it's an outbreak. It's a love pandemic. You got to get involved. Just let your freak flag fly, no matter how furry, no matter how freaky, no matter how much fun everybody else is having. You got to get what's for you. You hear what I mean, caller?
I do hear what you mean, and I'm really excited that the dripping of the honey would also work as a nice waxing for all of this bear suit that I'm wearing. So thank you. Thank you again for your...
Just remember, caller, that those things are dry, clean only.
Thank you so much. So, yes, I am going to marry him, right?
Give it a shot. There's only one way to find out.
Sounds like you already know, caller.
All right.
Dry, clean only, folks. All your furry suits, all your bear suits, everything you got, all that kind of stuff. It is dry, clean only. Mm-hmm. That's really the only thing that can take a real stain out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
because it's fur deep. It's not skin deep. All right, looks like we've got another caller.
Okay, wow, they are coming in tonight. People need a lot of advice. Hello.
Oh, welcome to Love Pandemic.
Welcome to the show.
Love Pandemic. Good to be here. This is your boy, Phil Strokum Yokum.
Oh, hello,
How
Phil.
you boys doing?
Oh, great. Fantastic. Phil,
Wow.
welcome to the program.
Wow, how you doing?
You got very, very soothing voices you boys got on you. I
Well-
tell you what, I'm starting to get aroused. I thought I only get aroused when I'm watching Tiger King, but you got something going on with me right now.
Wow. Are you also watching Tiger King in the background, Phil?
No, I finished watching Tiger King.
Sounds
I've
like
watched
you.
it twice all the way through, and I'm debating the third one
And you
because I'm
finished.
bored out of my fucking mind right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your love life, Phil. How's it going out there?
Well, I'm quarantined, man. How the fuck you think it's going?
Well, that's what we're here for.
I mean, I was peaking in my career, man. I'm out. I work. I'm on the road over 40 weeks a year, bowling for the PBA, and I just finished. I had a fourth place finish at the Cheetah Championships in Allen Park, Michigan, about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
That was the last live event I was allowed to partake in, and afterwards I pulled what in my estimation was about a 7.5 in terms of female. Took her back to my hotel room at the Motel 6, and we celebrated my fourth place finish.
Wow. How did...
Now, was that love? No. It was more lust. But
That's
I'd like
okay.
to find love, and I haven't had love outside my right hand since this fucking quarantine started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now,
That's my problem. I was the king of the alley rat.
so
fellas.
you're a professional bowler, right?
Professional bowler.
And is there any sort of virtual...
My seventh season on the PBA. Yes, sir.
Yeah, is there any sort of virtual equivalent for that, like online bowling, kind of like they've got those golf games
Oh,
and
Yeah,
bars?
they got the games and all that shit, man, but I was too busy practicing my craft on the real lane.
Yeah.
I
What
ain't got
about-
time for that. The A's, B's, ZX, hit this fucking button, go on Reddit, get the cheat code, man. Come on.
What about Nintendo Wii, the old school classic? Seems like about the same move. What if you just got a weighted controller or something?
Isn't that now you're dating me? Nintendo Wii, that's the old school system. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I
I-
think that'd be a cool way to
I got
train.
my start on Atari, brother.
Oh, wow, you are old school.
I go
Wow.
all the way back, man. I'm a baby of the 80s. Back when a man could be a man and a woman was still a woman.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, things have definitely changed as far as just
Everything's changing, man. I
Yeah.
can't even see hell. I'm walking around. All of a sudden I'm finding myself. I'm attracted to these women. I don't even know what they look like. They all got masks on. For all I know, it could be a man. And I'm already a little confused in that regard, as you guys realized at the start of this fucking show.
Yeah, it does seem that way, caller. Well, listen, Phil, it is really hard to tell who's who with a mask on. You can't even tell who's smiling at you. It's hard to know. So just know that
I like those smiles. I got to see a girl's teeth, you know? I got to see what she's working with.
Yeah.
But because of the mask, it's like you start, all of a sudden, you get a little bit of color in your mask, a little bit of bedazzling. Now I'm attracted to the fucking mask.
it's almost like we'll be dressing up like we're in the Middle East here for too long. It's going to be hot this summer.
Shit, right?
You know?
It's a good thing. Good thing we got the right man in office for that, though. That shit ain't never happening here.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, that's a
And
funny
we
image.
will
though.
be in church on Sunday.
I'd love to see him in some
Virtually,
of
of
that
course.
get up.
Virtually, of course. The hard part is you can't meet a good girl at church no more.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, I want to
Man.
say, have you looked at the more delicate side of our commander-in-chief? He has a poetry book out, actually. If you look it up, it's on Google
Get the
Play.
fuck out of here, really?
Oh
I
yeah.
ain't heard about that poetry book, but I do believe I would like to throw my eyes on it sometime. Give it a gander.
I think that the head honcho has a pretty soft side. I think he's
Could you
a little bit
maybe
deeper.
recite some of this poetry for me?
I
I ain't
can't
heard it.
I can't call her, but it is available on Google Play, and I think that's what we've all got to open up to our deepest, darkest, most titillating parts. We've just got to let it all out, and I think that's what you're on the verge of. You just need to get out there, get yourself a Nintendo Wii, and get to hump in the air.
You think? So you're telling me right now that we is the way?
The Wii is the way. Yes, sir.
Now, where do you reckon I can find myself a weed?
I would check the you know, the lower, the apps that, you know, people use to sell stuff like Let Go, or, you know.
Let Go.
Yeah.
I ain't heard that. I know Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist actually might be better. Craigslist. For sure you can find a weed on
My concern,
Craigslist.
though, is can I order something off of Craigslist and get one of the Amazon truck drivers to deliver it? I don't trust those motherfuckers on Craigslist, man.
Well, that's...
But I do believe Jeff Bezos has vetted some of these fuckers that are driving right now, and I'm with that.
That question is a little bit out of our purview, Phil. I'm not sure. Maybe if you...
I was told you guys had all the answers.
No. We've just got sexy answers.
We've got the dating answers in this apocalypse. Now, I believe we've...
Y'all are most definitely sexy. I can tell that by the voices.
Phil, thank you so much for calling in. Wow, what an honor. What a great show it's been. We appreciate it. We're so happy to help you. Thank you so much.
Wow. That must be tough, being a bowler. Just being a bowler, even before the social distancing. Gosh, it's pretty tough. You know, how do you find a woman? Say, hey, I throw a 16-pound rock every day, many times a day.
That's a lot of work. I feel like throwing a 16-pound rock down an alley and trying to break up a bunch of wooden pins. And it's a lot of work. I can't even imagine.
We've got another caller.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Caller, you are on Love Pandemic.
Hello. I was calling to get some dating advice.
Well, you are on the air at Love Pandemic. It is an outbreak, and relationship advice is what we are handing out.
I just first want to say I'm very excited to be on the air finally. I'm a long-time listener, but a first-time caller, and so I guess I'll just get down to it. My girlfriend, she found an invoice the other day in the mail, and she got a little bit angry at me about it.
Oh no!
And I'm not really sure how to handle it.
What is the invoice for?
It was for a set of butt plugs. 12, cascading in sizes from small to extra large.
You got the family pack.
Normally,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I said you got the family pack.
Yeah, well, it was a sale, and I am quite frugal.
Yeah.
And normally this wouldn't be an issue, but you see, we don't use any sort of sex toys in the bedroom. She is explicitly against it. And I'm afraid she may be suspicious now, and I'm not sure how to address it with her.
Now, are you using these butt plugs on another woman or on yourself? Or another man or beast?
Well, I mean, they're just for experimentation of all sorts. So, you know, who's to say? I guess you know, I wanted to get adventurous.
Well,
but I'm not sure if she'll be okay with this.
Well, it sounds to me like your subconscious mind is trying to tell you something, and I think you should listen. That's really where the truth comes from, is the deepest parts of ourselves. Reach on down and let that message come into reality. I think if you use the butt plug on yourself and didn't say anything, maybe a time or two, just to kind of try it out, you snuck in maybe, and maybe pulled it through the boxer slip, you know.
Well, of course, I was planning on doing that with it, but before I could really sort of ease into the idea with her, she went off about complaining about me being at the gym too much, and that I go to my strong men's group too much, and I really don't see anything wrong with it. I think there's nothing wrong with men wanting to be strong and appreciate the male physique.
No,
but
there's not.
Are you Greek,
really-
caller? Are you from
I beg
Italy
your
or
pardon?
Greece? Are you European?
No, I'm from Poughkeepsie.
Oh, of course. Oh, my apologies.
Now, have you spoken to your wife about this at all?
Well, like I said, I tried to, but then she went off about the strong men's group and muscletwinks.com. And
let me cut to
I
the
told her that
chase.
I just use the photos for example of
Yeah.
the gains that I'm trying to make
I see.
with my lifting and bulking up. But
Have you ever
she,
tried any butt play with her? No butt play.
Butt stuff.
No butt stuff is going on
Not necessarily stuffing,
in the
but
bedroom, right?
stuff.
well, it would be a hard sell because she's a Christian, and we're already married, so.
Are you trying to have children or not? Very often that's gotten a Christian woman in the mood to try something different. She doesn't.
No, we've tried, but she says it's my swimmers, and I say, who's to say? Who's to say? But it's been a source of much contention. I just I don't know.
You must have some.
I'm
high
really
numbers.
struggling right now about how to deal with this with her, and I don't know. Is there any lead-in for a curious man?
No.
You're the experts, and so this is why I called.
Now, what I always like to do, what I sometimes like to do with my wife, and we certainly did this while I was courting, is I would pick out a nice R&B album, maybe some Marvin Gaye, maybe some of the Blue Notes, something from the 60s or 70s that really had soul and meaning, and I'd put that on in the background, and then I would, while I'd point at the wall and say, hey, what do you think about that? And then with my other hand, I would kind of reach around back and just give her a little bit of an exploratory reach around, and the thing is, right then and there, she's got an opportunity to either slap your hand, and, well, I mean, obviously you guys are married, so she's probably not going to call the cops, right? And so you just...
Oh, no, she would be furious, though, I can tell you that much.
Well, what about a little...
She has a strict no touching during sex policy, and...
Oh. Wow, this is much more severe than...
What about if you just reached over and just gave a little tickle? Just a little tickle. Nothing too forceful or aggressive. Just a nice, calm, relaxed little diddly-do.
Oh, no, that's usually Tyrell's place, our butler. He's the one who engages in physical contact during sex.
Interesting. So you are not a Christian, your wife is a Christian, yet your butler tickles her during coitus.
Yes, that's
And you
correct.
live in
We have somewhat of an adventurous relationship, I guess you could say.
Wow. That sounds like it. Sounds like a lot of fun.
But the butt plug, she is strictly against that.
What about Tyrell?
Yeah.
Is he into the butt plugs? Maybe he could kind of bridge this dialogue.
Have you spoken to Tyrell?
I attempted to, but my wife actually, she happened to stumble in and interrupt us and started accusing us of mutiny. And she's a very strong woman, and so we immediately shut down the conversation for a later date.
Well, I think that is a really good avenue. And you know what, caller? We're going to be back next week. We hope that you try that out. We are basically batting 1,000 here. We need you to come through. And we hope that you'll call back in next week. Let us know how it goes with Tyrell. And we will indulge you. How's that sound? Thanks so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Well, folks, we are just doing the most good. It's an amazing, amazing day. All you little bunnies out there. It's springtime. It was just Easter. People are humping. People are rolling around even though they shouldn't be. And you know what? We're not mad at you because it is a pandemic. We can't help it. It is a love pandemic. It is a love train. It is a contagious thing that we're all spreading and a part of. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. My producer, Carl Voss, give it up.
Liam, thank you so much.
Oh, we had so many great callers tonight. Thank you so much for calling in. We want to give it up to the radio station WKKW. The next show they're having is the Flying Squid. It's a call-in show as well. Live. 11 p.m., folks. You want to check that out. I've never listened to it myself, but I tell you what, I'm feeling frisky. Oh, we appreciate all our guests and callers. Give it up for Fran. Wow. Facilitator of the Fluffies. That is hot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a love pandemic, and it is a viral outbreak. Tune in next week, 9 p.m.